Welcome to another episode of 90 Minutes of Wisdom. My guest today currently lives in Nasik, India, and is the founder of Swayam Connect, a company that is dedicated to helping people connect to their true self. Currently, he is focused on serving people by designing and teaching simple yet effective tools and techniques that help bring peace, love, and joy to all life situations. Please welcome to the show, Pravin Gambhir. Welcome, Pravin.
Namaste, Andrew, and thank you so much for having me here on the show. I'm really excited about the talk that we are going to have, and it gives me a pleasure that we are connecting across the world. We are two poles apart, and still we are connecting through this medium and through this cause of bringing out the best of people, giving our best energies so that it helps people. So really honored to be here. Even before we start, my all the best wishes for 90-second wisdoms. It's a wonderful work that you're doing.
Okay, so Pravin, do you want to just tell the listener and myself a little bit more about Swayam Connect? So cool, and how you started it, and when you started it, and a little bit about it, please.
The Swayam Connect, literally, if you see the meaning is connecting with yourself. Swayam itself means yourself, the true self. How this happened for me, I was never into training or any kind of training development per se. I have been into sales industry. I have worked with insurance sales. I have worked with real estate. I have been a hotelier myself. Somewhere there was always this calling. So no matter whatever I did, I was always focused on how I can help more people. That came naturally to me, I think. And 5-6 years back around, I happened to join an organization which was completely into entrepreneurial development. And last 5 years, we together trained more than 5,000 entrepreneurs, ranging from a startup business, maybe 100,000 turnover to millions of turnover. That's the scale of businesses that we were helping grow. What I realized during that entire 5 year span is, growth towards growing your material achievements, growing your working towards your dream, working towards your passion. That's all really good. Okay, that brings a lot of how do I put it? So it helps people break their barrier and get out of their comfort zone. But after a certain time, I saw myself and I saw a lot of my other participants really not satisfied with the growth itself. When it was only the businesses were growing, okay, it was only materialistic growth which was happening. Somewhere that dissatisfaction was there, and I could sense it. Okay, like if somebody asked me what was the evidence, what made you see that, I don't know. Okay, I can't like put up. I can pinpoint a certain thing which made me see that this is what I don't like. But something was within me telling me that this is not what the whole work is all about. That's where a realization happened that more than making people achieve more materialistically, why don't we help them grow as an individual, as a person? When your roots are deep enough, whatever fruits, whether you're a mango seed or you're an apple seed, the, the relevant fruits will happen. The idea is to work on the roots, and that gave me the whole idea of creating something which will help people connect to themselves on a platform which is not just spiritual. Okay, there was a lot of time I had this mindset, the work that I'm doing, I must move to Himalayas, and I think I can become a yogi over there and surrender to a guru and maybe carry forward his work. But then there was also always a calling that currently I am married to a wonderful lady, Neha. I have two sons, so I have my own responsibilities in terms of my commitments towards my family. So there is definitely a goal to achieve certain materialistic things, but beyond that, I also want to grow spiritually. And that's where this gap I could see, that whenever there is a training, it is either about achieving materialistic things, or we are talking about giving up all the desires and just work on your spiritual aspect. So that's where it hit me that why not create a platform where people can grow spiritually and express it in a material world. So when you're growing your roots, okay, it expresses through fruits only, right? You can't see what is there beneath the ground. You can only judge how good a tree is grown by the flowering or maybe the fruits that it is growing. But the issue is that when you only focus on the fruits, we tend to forget the roots. So why not create a platform where people develop their roots, where people focus on developing the roots and expressing it through their materialistic growth, and a growth which will be more inclusive, uh, a growth which will always include the well-being of everyone. So that was the whole idea. That was the whole idea where it all
That's so
started.
it's so beautiful. I'm gonna interrupt you for once. It's so beautiful. Everything you said and the way you said it so poetically about like the roots and and again we're so on the same wavelength. And once I was talking with someone I can't remember recently in a podcast and was saying a an orange seed will always produce an orange. An apple seed will always produce an apple. There's never a mistake by nature. So, and I think your thoughts of is so well said. The root of it, not the surface, not what you see with your eyes, but so important. The intention, the root, and what kind of seed are you planting?
And that's where a lot of that's where I keep telling people that that's where our sensory organs on which we rely. Okay, so we rely. How do we communicate with this world? We communicate with our sensory organs, right? We communicate. We are taking the inputs from all the five sensory organs, and that is how we are being deceived in a way. Also, why I say so is because all these sensory organs are focused outside. Okay, and when you're completely focused outside, you are trying to copy something from the other. Okay, generally it's not you who's deciding the brand of a car that you're going to buy. It's your neighbor who's deciding it, because neighbor has bought an XYZ brand, so you are up for towards that. So constantly living an outside in life, constantly looking at what is there outside and trying to replicate that and bring that within us, that is where we are going wrong massively. I think that is where we are deceiving our own selves, because within me there might be a seed of an orange, but then I see an apple tree doing fantastic and apples are selling better. So why don't I try and plant an apple tree as well? That puts you in a whole struggle. Okay, that puts you in a whole struggle. So one of the key thing that I try to work with my participants in the program that I conduct is try and find your purpose. Okay, try and find the calling that each one of us has. See, if I relate it with nature, if you look at any tree, okay, a tree has thousands of leaves on it. No two leaves are going to be identical. Okay, no two leaves are going to be ever identical. There's going to be something unique about each leaf. Similarly, all the people that we have, all the humans that we have, no two humans are identical. Everybody is unique.